I am here.
Wait.
Throne room.
Oh, fuck. Do I look at the camera? Or
You can look at me, you can look at the camera, you could look straight up if you want. You
Okay.
can look straight down.
Okay.
Close your eyes, no one's here anymore.
Alright.
Whatever you want to do.
Okay.
The legend himself, Auto Turbo, Isaac.
That's funny as...
Who are you? Talk to us, man. How you feeling?
I'm Isaac. Isaac Chrin.
Okay.
Known as Auto Turbo, I guess, but not really. Isaac Chrin. Isaac Chrin.
And that's interesting. I thought it was Chrin. Isaac Chrin. And I was like, what an interesting smash together, because it's like Isaac Chrin, then you got to start it with a whole new, but it's Chrin.
Chrin, yeah.
Chrin. Oh, okay.
That's just my last name.
No, that's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to say it.
Yeah. Lit. Yeah.
Look at this. We're learning.
Chrin.
Look at
Isaac
this.
Chrin. Yeah.
Excellent. So Auto Turbo. How did we go from Isaac Chrin to Auto Turbo? What does Auto Turbo mean? We're just coming out the gate, dude.
Yeah,
we're
crazy.
We're grabbing you.
I don't know, man. I don't know. To be honest,
It's a dope name. Like, that's why I was curious, like, where it came from, or.
I guess it was like when I rapped per se, but I don't know. Then it kind of just stuck as like I guess a persona. I don't know.
Yeah. You just pulled it out one day. You're just like, they're like, yo, you got to make a name for yourself for all these tracks, and you're just like Auto Turbo and like.
I guess.
Okay.
Originally, it was Lil Turbo. Funny enough.
Lil Turbo.
But I thought
okay.
that sounded whack because there's a lot of littles and whatnot. And then Auto Turbo just sounded better, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. And Turbo the movie, lit movie.
Okay.
Yeah. To be honest with you, I don't know.
Turbo is a dope word, and Auto Turbo, I don't know, it does bring some like images. I don't know what it does, but it does have like a ring to it. So it's a solid name pick.
I'm gonna try and move away from that. I'm Isaac Chrin.
Man.
Like that's like
okay.
that's it though.
That's
I
cool.
Guess. Yeah, I'm Isaac Chrin. Auto Turbo was a thing of the past. I feel.
Hey, okay.
If that makes sense, I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't want to, I guess, come in and if you were trying to keep things under wraps, come in and be like, so Isaac, middle name Chrin, like, tell your whole government, your address, your blood type, whatever. I didn't want to presumptuously.
Isaac Chrin though, that's known though. Cause what my Twitter's that, my Instagram's that.
Yeah.
Even I tag that in everything I do at this point too. So it's just I don't know. It's just easier to keep everything under a name. And what's a better name than
your own name?
Exactly.
Absolutely. So, what made you kind of? I mean, you kind of said it. Keep it all under one name. But what made you say like Auto Turbo is alive, Auto Turbo is gone, and now I'm just this other thing?
Time, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know. It's like anything in life.
It just outgrew itself.
Yeah, kinda.
Okay.
I guess I don't know because I'm still in the time, so I don't really. It's hard for me to judge it. You know what I mean?
No, yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I guess I was curious having the like different. I mean, I will kind of split my like artist self, if you will, into like this name is this name is this. So I didn't know if you were like the Isaac show is Isaac, but whoever edits videos and shoots videos, that's Auto Turbo. And I was gonna ask, I guess, where the lines were with that, but maybe it's different.
That sounds like there's like different parts. Like it's all still me. Like you know what I mean? Like it means like having like Auto Turbo and then like Isaac, like two separate things per se, kind of makes it seem like two separate people are doing it. When reality it's just me. So like I'll keep the tag and everything. Auto Turbo. Like I don't know what the future of that holds yet per se, but
keeping it open. I dig it.
Like,
and you said Auto Turbo was kind of like when you were rapping. Are there any plans for more music, or have you kind of like evolved, I guess?
I did that one video with Monkey Mods.
Okay, I think I saw that one actually.
Well, yeah, a little bit ago. That was an accident.
Shit, it uploaded too. Like what the
No, like I knew what I was doing and everything, but at the moment I'm not really interested in that sense of music, like the side of music and the industry. I like doing what I like. I like editing. That's cool. Like music videos, that's cool. I don't know, like I don't know. I like the place I'm at now, so like why change it, I guess.
No, that's cool. I respect that. So what I guess you just kind of knew at some point. You're like, this is it. I tried this, but this is like where I won't say the passion lies, but like this is where you said you're like where you're at. And I guess I'm asking because I kind of hit that point too. It's like I don't necessarily want to be in the video, but like I enjoy editing or I enjoy this facet of it. But if you don't try everything, you might not know what your favorite part is.
I didn't start editing until... What was the question?
Dude, it was a monster question.
Yeah.
I guess I was curious. You kind of answered it because you said you like where you're at and whatever. But like, how did you know? Maybe not this anymore, maybe not that anymore. But I love editing and like I like where I'm at. Man, I'm trying to make sense of like.
I didn't know How do I explain this? Because I don't necessarily want to say. I know there was a reason that I switched over.
Okay.
If that makes sense. Because of an idea, I guess. If that makes sense. But in terms of being back in the like editing the music videos and whatnot,
yeah,
was an accident in terms of I didn't even necessarily it was an accident because
you
I
didn't start out to do that.
Yeah, I didn't in any way.
Yeah,
and then I was asked to do that. Randomly did that. And
okay.
Then, actually, funny enough, used to strictly use iMovie.
Hey, that's where I started too.
The first probably 5-10 episodes or so are on iMovie strictly.
I recognized that one black and white ball background for some of the text. I was like, "Hey, iMovie, yeah. I know that." Like,
I use iMovie, but then because of the music videos and those are so much more in depth and everything, iMovie very limited.
You take that one piece out, it all slides over, and you got to find the placeholder type shit. Yeah.
Exactly. So I moved to Final Cut Pro.
Okay.
And I do that now.
Use that for everything?
I use Motion too for some things.
Okay.
Which is, I'm still trying to, I don't even really know what Motion does.
Yeah,
I'm figuring it out and making it work for the things I need it to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, mostly Final Cut Pro. Okay. And that is for everything for YouTube now. And
nice. Okay, I'm gonna probably be picking your brain at some point. I'm switching from Adobe over to Final Cut, and it's I can't stand Adobe, and I was curious if you, I guess, use that or if you were on Final Cut.
I did a small, if you know, there's a lot to the history of me editing, I guess, per se.
Okay.
But
is it something you want to get into, or I mean, we don't have to derail.
Nah, I would rather not. There's no reason. It's boring in my opinion.
Hey, that's fine. Yeah, we don't want boring in there. So
yeah, exactly.
Way to edit the conversation right there. Alright, sorry to cut you off.
I forget what I was saying, to be honest with you.
I guess it was into that boring history of you starting to edit. Maybe you used Adobe or something like that.
No, I started. What's the program that's Movie Maker or something?
Windows Movie Maker?
Yeah, I
started on that too when I was a little kid.
I used the PlayStation 4.
Vegas?
No,
Sony Vegas?
The PlayStation 4 Share,
Oh.
on the console.
Dude,
yeah, I did that for a minute. Yeah, and I did.
I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, I did stuff on Black Ops 2.
Okay.
On the theater mode shit.
Yeah.
Did that. There's a long history, but it's big whoop, I guess.
Yeah.
I wasn't really taking I was a kid too, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I have a different outlook and completely new understanding of it, and I guess if any of that stuff was found, I'd be I guess embarrassed in a way.
I see. Sense. Okay, yeah. Well, no one will ever know.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Never has to know. So I guess that's an interesting. I'm gonna try to tiptoe around maybe the boring parts, but the average kid is I'm just gonna play the game and that's what I'm doing. What made you be no, I'm gonna actually edit this. I'm gonna make something versus just playing it as a gamer. I don't know if that made sense.
I guess to show my brother. I guess as funny as that sounds, cause he went off to work or something, and I wanted to be able to when he came back be yo, look at all these clips I got and whatnot.
Yeah,
if that makes sense. Yeah.
Okay, and then from there it was you started enjoying it, and you're just oh, I can do.
It took a long break and whatnot. Had to find other things, did other things and whatnot. But just lost interest in it in those times, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you I don't want to say impulsive person, but are you kind of like, I did this thing, I'm really into this thing, and then like I'm done with it, and then now I'm really into this thing, I'm into this thing, and then like it's not impulsive. That's I don't know what the word is for that, but like you do it to death and it's done, and you're kind of like, all right, I'm chill on that for a minute.
I like to get things done. Like if I have an idea, I don't like to sit on it per se.
Okay.
Like I don't like what's the point of it, if that makes
sense.
Like,
just act on it. Like
exactly.
Okay.
I don't like impulsive. This has such a negative connotation.
Impulsive was not the right word. Like, but yeah, I guess. Okay, so ambitious, driven. Like you get the idea and you're like, let's go, let's do it.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess. But,
okay.
Ambition. Yeah, I would have crazy ambitions per se. A lot of things in the works. A lot of things I'm really excited to potentially like have done as a final product per se.
Okay, so not necessarily like. I guess I don't know how to ask this, but okay, so like you get the idea, you could picture it, it's really real up here, and you're like, I gotta get it out, make it real. Why would I sit here and not get it out, kind of?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. That's awesome.
Makes sense. Yeah.
What this is more like me curious, because I have a lot of that too, and I don't act on it. I just write them down, and then I'm like, well, someday I'll get to it. If you have a perception of a project that's going to take like weeks, months, whatever, you still have that like get up and go, or do you typically look at like, what could I get done this week? Or are you able to like, you have that long-term focus, and then once that's done, you're like, what's the next idea?
Depends on how big the project is, I guess.
Okay.
If it's something I know I can crank out within a day or two, I'm gonna make sure it's done within the day or two.
Okay.
But there are other things that I know I want done that are going to probably take a month period.
Yeah.
But realistically, within that month period, I'd probably only work on it in certain days, because it would be like I'm only available to shoot it like certain things at certain points, if that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, location and place is a big thing, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm more asking because like I have a lot of stuff that I'll look at it and kind of what you're saying. It might take a month, but it's not all every day hitting it for a month necessarily, but you got to have that right moments that you...
I get done as much as I can in between the days I can, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Like, when it's a bigger project for me, per se, it's normally like, I can only, like, I have to shoot and film at a location, and then I need a new location and have, like, that's multiple days, per se.
Yeah,
but, I'll be editing those clips, so, like, I just need the new clips.
Okay.
So, I guess, I don't, like, if, there's no project I sit on for more than a month, I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
Does that make sense?
Absolutely, and I'm asking because I'm completely the opposite, but I don't want to be. I want to be more like this, so I'm going to just be like, hey, how do you be so great at doing this? Cause, like,
it's annoying, I guess, though, because it's always like, what's the next thing? Does that make sense? But I love it, too. I really do, because I love having things to do. I love having content to edit. I love things to edit, you know what I mean? So, you gotta have it's annoying because there's a lot of times I don't have like the fine line of work and relaxing, if that makes sense.
100%. I'm that also, even if I got my shit done, I'm kind of just like, okay, like I gotta be, what's like my next thing?
Exactly.
Like I should be doing something. It's hard to like, I was trying to relax and watch anime the other day. I was watching some new Attack on Titan, and I put it on. Halfway through the episode, I'm pausing it, writing down like ideas and thoughts of like what I gotta do, crossing off.
That's
I'm like,
good though. Like writing down ideas and whatnot, I think is good. You can do that at any point. But like actually, like I don't know, like acting on it and whatnot. Like you gotta have like time to rest and whatnot.
Yeah, which is my struggle sometimes because it's like I want to be. I guess I'm here and I want to be there, and I gotta like. If I'm not working on it, I'm not gonna get there. But you still gotta recharge so that you can be effectively.
Exactly.
Moving on to it. So, I guess how do you balance that? Do you
one day a week?
Oh, just 1 day a week.
One day a week. 1 day a week. That's all I try and allow myself.
I love it. Is it the same day every week, or like you just Hey, this is that day?
Yeah, random, like, type deal. And half the time I won't even get out of bed, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But, yeah, one day. And then the other 6, I'm either working or filming or editing type deal.
Okay.
And a lot of those days I'm working and editing and filming, all 3 of them. Exactly.
Absolutely. And then you're like, well, 3 days from now, maybe it'll be the rest day or something like that, and then next, it's just right back to it.
Exactly. Well, I don't even think of a rest day, to be honest with you. It's just.
Oh, you just wake up one day, you're like, fuck, it's rest day.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. That's why I think it's annoying, because I need to find a better way to find a balance. Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough, and I've been asking everybody kind of what the balance is, and yours is at least awesome, because the last 2 I asked them, they said, I don't. I'm like, what? Does it help me at all?
I don't see a point really to at this given point, because like, who am I? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like, I gotta obviously obviously I have content, and someone that stumbles across me might enjoy my content and whatnot, but I still need to be putting out more and more.
Right.
And to get those people to come in.
Yeah.
Even. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. Yeah. Or you're gonna have, I kind of will look at like, I could have all relaxed days and not get anywhere.
Exactly.
I'm chill, but I'm not gonna. This isn't my dream. Then I'm.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
You gotta work for it.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna steal that one day thing, because I think that would at least help me to be like, this is my fucking relaxed day, and let this.
Don't plan
charge.
it. Don't plan it.
Yeah.
Just work as many days as possible, and then just be like, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That works for me at the moment, at least. I haven't crashed yet.
Yeah. How long would you say you've been doing that?
I've been really good the past 2 weeks now.
Okay.
3 actually. I've bumped up from one video a week now to 2.
Hey, congrats, man.
Yeah. It's a little more stressful, but it's more fun too, because I'm getting more ideas out and more different content.
And it's probably flowing more so than just the once a week. Yeah.
Yeah.
And cool segue. This is on my list at some point, but you said in one of the videos you're like, I hate shooting videos by myself. Is it still similar to that, or like what is?
I shoot a lot of videos by myself. That's so funny. I did say that. I know.
It was like a mumbled line in one of the things. I was like, write that down.
Yeah, I did say that. I know I did. It can get really frustrating at points, because I know like this is on a tripod, obviously. I'm really particular in angles and whatnot of certain things.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah, it's hard to do that with a tripod and a few ladders and 2 cameras.
Yeah, the one was like stack of books or something. Yeah, it was like the credits to Joe.
Yeah. I've used books. I've used cinder blocks. I've used cases of tea, twisted tea. I've used it. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've definitely been there. So it's more, you can get done more what you want because of the angles and stuff.
Angles make it look like it's a higher production value too.
It does, yeah. I can tell when somebody's trying to buy the
dumb.
It's
so
it's funny
dumb.
that you say that, because it is. It's like,
it helps with I guess with back when I did the interviews and everything, it helps with when I knew I would do something stupid, I would get with the reaction more on them type
yeah.
Deal. Yeah.
Absolutely, and I guess I was curious because I don't like doing them by myself as much, because it's not as fun. Like I enjoyed creating it with somebody else, and we can bounce ideas. It's less, I have to go from 0 to 100 to make it. So I was curious if that was also what you meant too, of just like it's more fun to do it, or if you don't even mind, if you full production value, it doesn't matter, but you enjoy doing it by yourself still.
Oh yeah, I do. Without it, I do you
look like you're having fun, even if it is just you. So
yeah. I do. Yeah, it's weird. I'm strange. It's strange content, but it's fun content, and yeah, obviously I'm still doing it by myself. Really, obviously I have different videos with different people in them and different people working the camera and whatnot.
Yeah,
for those actual angles and whatnot. But yeah, overall fun. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess we'll just do this as the segue then too. What was the difference between season 1 to season 2 and potentially season 3 now? It seemed like it was, I don't want to say one type of show, but it was it's a guest show, but then it could be anything. But then it always was everything since the beginning. So
it really was, because of the weird skits and whatnot I would throw in a lot of the videos. Season 1 was all interviews, like you said.
Was that on purpose, and was season 2 purposely not interviews?
Season 1 was interviews because I knew I wanted to do something. It was the easiest. I don't know how hard it is. Like, it's probably not hard to get these interviews per se, to get them set up and everything.
Yeah.
So I did that for 10 episodes, but then realized I don't really want to do that anymore.
Yeah.
So season 2 is definitely just season 2 is still in the works per se.
Okay.
Season 2 is like more, I guess, my adventures or whatever. I guess I don't really know that, but like there's also like other categories now, like Isaach reviews. Like I got different things will come in that way, like different in the works. Trying to help me out here. No.
Well, I guess I was curious what the.
Oh, and then the movie remakes and whatnot. That's like a different category, I guess, per se. Like season 3. I don't know what season 3 is. If season 3 will even ever exist.
It might just be season 2, like forever.
No, season 2 will have a cutoff, like end date at some point. But also season 2. What last episode was? Last month or whatever, the 38 hours in Orlando.
That was the last episode of season 2. So what's been the?
That's just random content and whatnot. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, they're not episodes.
Yeah, it's the playlist, man. It's the
okay. This is cool. I'm getting the explanation. Yeah.
The playlist. There's just a ton of random videos at the moment, really. But there's also like I haven't added them because there's only one video, but like. The Isaach reviews, I want to do more of those where I would just review
like a full playlist of Isaach reviews.
And that's like I guess a season per se.
Yeah.
So I guess really season 2 might just end and be its own thing, but I don't know yet. There's just different categories and whatnot. Like the movie scenes, like once I get another one up, that will be technically episode 2 of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool because it was like. Interesting watching it kind of evolve, and I was like curious what what's behind the scenes of like
it evolved and there was no explanation really for it.
Yeah.
But I guess like the titles, I always made sure like it would say season 2 episode whatever.
Which was why I was confused. I was like, I guess these are season 2 because I never got the cutoff of that. But then it also, like you're saying, you didn't have season 2 in it, so
season 2 is just in limbo at the moment, I guess.
Okay.
Like there's things I could, I guess, make season 2, but at this point there's so much like I have a lot of content saved up, ready to go when I get a following, if that makes sense.
Ah, that's cool. Okay.
Like I probably have 15 videos ready to go.
Damn.
Like,
okay.
Of like full things like that would I guess per se be. Season 2 or season 3 per se, like worth of content, like so.
Yeah.
Because another thing, the season 2, to my knowledge at least, are all 8-minute plus videos. They're all on the longer side too. All the videos that I would post, I guess like 5 out of the 15 are probably shorter, but the other 10 are like 10-minute videos.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and I guess I was. It's cool to hear the explanation because I was like, I noticed that, but I was like, well, okay, maybe he's just like really got to get going for each week. And I saw the Call of Duty episode and I was like, oh shit, he's like, you made it. I felt the pressure of like, you got to post this video, whatever. And I was like, oh man,
we filmed that in a night actually.
Oh shit.
Like the Monday before, like it was like a few days beforehand. Like that was an easy recording session actually. That was a fun video. Yeah,
it was awesome. I was watching. You captured the feeling of like you're just fucking off and just playing the game and not doing your video. But like little did I know, you've got the whole shit. Like it's already.
Yeah, I don't have anything planned to go, but I have things ready if I don't have anything ready to go. But I also never like to tap in that.
Like it's shot, edited already.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't really like because like it's like always like if I haven't posted at this point, it's like. There's probably a reason, if that makes sense. So that I would just go to the fall, like, I don't, like, that's just extra stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
Like the uncensored versions of certain videos that I have. And the extra long versions of certain videos I have.
Yeah.
Like, I can't post that on YouTube. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's going to be a certain time and place for that content, hopefully.
Yeah, I know what you mean too, and I'll have certain stuff too where it's like maybe in like 5 years, it's like, oh, lost footage of so-and-so who's now huge, and it's going to be...
That's funny you say that. I found lost footage I thought about posting it, but
Yeah.
I think it's just gonna like be like at a later date at this point. But I found like footage from like 3 years ago from when I went on a trip, and it was good footage. It's good, like it was entertaining, and it's all edited and ready to go. But like, I don't know what to do with like, yeah, I don't know. Does that make sense?
100%, yeah, because I'm the same way, and it's like, I care about this. I think this is great. Would everybody else right now? Probably not. And then I'm wasting, what could be something that someone...
time slot. That's how I view it.
Okay.
Time slot. Because now I have 2 time slots a week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, trying to get the best content out there.
Right.
Each time slot.
And it could be, I could see myself if I had, because I've kind of built a little bit of runway with these, and it was like, I was chilling too much this past month, because just like, I got a couple weeks built up.
Yeah,
I don't want to do that.
I want to sit on as much content as possible. I would love looking at that folder of just unreleased things.
Yeah.
And looking at it. You know what I mean? And the more I can add to it and continue to get content out too is the better, in my opinion.
Yeah, I look at almost like money sometimes too. It's like I'd much rather have like the $100,000 in the bank and never touch that and keep adding to it and like making more money and keep building this too and whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely can relate to that. So so I guess when you were planning it out, you kind of get the idea, and since the show's free at this point, with you can do anything, you kind of just like idea, execute, put it in the bank, or maybe drop it, or do you have like, this is what I want the show to be, or like, how far out are you?
No, it's really that.
Just for that?
Yeah, it really is. But there is certain things that I do record, and I'm like, oh, this isn't like
what I thought it'd be.
No, definitely that. The amount of times things have gone wrong.
Yeah.
I don't want. Yeah.
Skip it. Yeah.
Yeah. But there are things I'll record, and I just know like I'm not posting this for either A, a very later date, or B, a different platform per se.
Okay.
Does that?
Yeah. What kind of different platform are you thinking of?
I'm just waiting until I have a following to see potentially what happens, if that makes sense.
Okay. And the goal for right now is kind of like twice a week, build the following, and then once it's there, you're like, what do you guys want to see?
I would keep on doing twice a week. I eventually would love to do 6 times a week, to be honest.
That's kind of what I'm going for, this 5.
Yeah, it would be... I feel like I could actually do it now that I think about it, but it'd be a lot stressful. But the thing is, like, you do that for a week or 2 weeks, and then you don't post. The algorithm makes it so your recommendation isn't no longer there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
The more you post, the more you recommended, and that's what I'm pushing for now, just to get the more recommendations and whatnot.
Yeah.
And tags really help.
They do,
Figured out tags, Figured out that took me. Season 1 had no tags whatsoever.
Oh, man.
Yeah, season 1 had no tags whatsoever. It took me season 2. Oh, thumbnails help too. Figure that out, yeah. Because that was something I did differently on season 1 and season 2.
I noticed that, yeah.
And then, man, I feel like I'm giving away the sauce. But really, like, it's really not any
we could
sauce.
just put a beep over all this part.
And then titles. Titles help a lot too.
Okay. When you say titles, like, you don't have to give, I guess, the whole sauce, but, like, what do you mean by, like, titles?
Make it interesting, and I
Something
guess,
they want to click on?
Yeah, like, clickbaity, I guess, per se. Like, but the thing is, like, I did the Shining video or whatever, and, like, literally, same exact, like, title or whatever.
Yeah.
And, like, I look at, like, the statistics or whatever, and, like, 6.4% from, like, just the Shining, like, search from, like, people. So, like, obviously, you search The Shining, like, my clip, like, you know what I mean? That's cool to me.
For sure.
Yeah.
You dive deep into the analytics sometimes?
I do. I like that. So, I don't care about the numbers, really, because at the end of the day, I'm going to still be doing it.
Right.
Until I realize, like, hey, this is obviously not working. It's not worth it, I guess.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Instagram is a good one for me. Like, every time because I promote on Instagram, that's obviously high up on there. Yeah. Facebook, though, was, for a minute there, with that Firefly Monkey Mice thing, Facebook was popping off with it, because I guess they were sharing it. I don't have a Facebook.
Me neither, yeah.
Yeah. And
Facebook's an animal, dude. Like, who knows what the hell's going on
I was
over
like,
there?
I don't know, yeah. But yeah, it's fun to look at sometimes.
Yeah, I'll catch myself, like, I'll smoke a little bit, and I'm like, check out the video. I'm like, oh shit, it's been like 40 minutes. I'm just looking at like the past 30 days, looking at the analytics, and traffic sources.
You look at the studio, right? Yeah, I love the number, like 3 out of 10 or whatever. Like I was like, all right, cool, this video's doing good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'll watch the like drop off point. I'm like, come, you guys don't care past 48 seconds or whatever. Like,
yeah. Oh yeah, I hate that too.
You watch it. This is when people stop caring about your shit. Like,
I don't even know what the CTR percentage means still, but
is that click through or something like that?
Yeah, but I don't really know what that means. Like,
yeah, I don't know that I know. I was almost started, but I was like, nah, dude, you don't know.
Yeah, like I've looked into it too, and I'm like, I still don't know. Like I've read their description about it. I'm like, I don't know what this means.
Yeah. If you know, leave a like in the comments. Explain what the hell it means.
Please.
Man, dude, this is okay. So I'm trying to think what because this started off way better than I was expecting. Not that I was expecting it to be bad, but I was just like,
okay,
I want to make sure I'm touching on everything here. So, okay, well, so I guess when you look at, I don't want to say when you look at the future, but like when you look at like the show, the Isaach show, what's like the dream? Like you said, post in 5-6 days. Like, is that the dream? Is that like, you know, super financial, whatever you're trying to get on TV? Like when you think Isaach show, like what's the dream up here? Or not sure yet, kind of waiting to see, just posting, trying to get into.
I don't really have dreams like that, if that makes sense.
Interesting, okay.
I don't really have dreams. Like, well, no. I have dreams.
Not like sleep dreams, but like when you think of like Isaach show and like.
No, that's what I mean.
Oh, you don't ever. That's interesting.
Like I don't have dreams for that, but I have dreams overall in life and everything. But I don't have any dreams or goals really with the Isaach show.
Okay, it's just fun, just doing it and just kind of letting it evolve and grow into.
If it was able to be successful in a way that I guess it was what I did,
yeah,
I would be lit with it. But realistically, I don't necessarily see that being a reality in any way.
Okay.
But I do see like potentially me getting my act together and editing for other people much more, and doing something like that per se.
Doing more like editing music videos, editing films, shows, everything.
Exactly. It would be pretty hard for me to be like, hey, no degree or anything, trying to film or do editing on film and whatnot. In my opinion, maybe I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't know if that was your like.
To say, but
what you wanted, like if you wanted to do editing, like are you trying to just edit in general? You're just kind of maybe just feeling it out. Like, but that could totally be an answer too.
Yeah, I like to edit just in general, I guess.
Yeah.
Like sport clips, video game clips. Real life clips, the music videos, like.
It's just fun. You just enjoy doing it.
I'm saying if it pays the bills, I'll do it. Is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah, in future terms.
Yeah, no, that makes sense, and I guess because I've kind of I battled almost like the business side of it and like the art side of it, and it's like I hated doing it as the business to pay my bills. It was like it took the fun out of it, took the creativity out of it, because somebody else told me. Do it this way and take out that clip that you like there and put this other one in here and whatever. And I was like, you're paying me. And I felt like a horse sometimes because it was like, I don't get to do what I want to do. I have to do what you want to do. So I can
That's understandable, but I've been lucky, I guess, with what I've done so far and haven't ran into like.
And you never do. You never run into that.
I don't. Hopefully, once I do, I can just be like, nah, bro.
No, right? Yeah.
Like I've been lucky, I guess.
Yeah. No, that's good. And like I said, may you never hit that wall because it's not a fun place to be.
Okay.
But so we'll shift gears for a second. So what's young Isaach like? Growing up, what was growing up like? What was
That doesn't need to be discussed in any way.
Okay, we can pass.
Yeah.
I am curious
though. I just
though.
don't think it matters. Like they see the content, they like it, they don't type deal.
Yeah, hey, that's totally fine.
It's art or separating the art versus the artist per se.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. And I can respect that.
Yeah.
I will throw one more out, and if you want to dodge this one too, it's fine. I got to remember the actual name. It was Business Professionals of America 2 Isaach Show.
Oh man, dude. In your notes, do you know like what episode it would have been?
No, this wasn't an episode. This
Wait,
was
what?
I googled you, and there
Wait,
was like
what?
some picture of like business people of America. I guess it was senior year, junior year of high school, or something like that. I was trying to Nardwar it, a little bit, and be like, "Yo, what about this thing?" If you don't even remember it, no big deal. I was just
think I do, but like
it was funny. You're like bright and center, like got a suit on, like business whatever, and I was like, "Huh? I wonder if he started off business whatever and was like, fuck this,
No.
I'm doing this instead," or if
No.
it was like,
I don't have any recollection of that, sadly. But
okay.
I don't like. I took business classes in high school and whatnot, but like,
Did you like originally? Was that a trajectory for you, where you knew this was it? Like,
what I'm doing now?
yeah, like making or having a show or like whatever.
What I'm doing now, I guess, wasn't necessarily planned in any way, but back then, even then, wasn't even. I don't know.
You knew it wasn't business, at least. You knew it wasn't like, I'm gonna get a 9 to 5, like put on a suit and like do Excel sheets or whatever. Like you knew.
Yeah,
that.
I didn't really. Yeah, that doesn't. What's the fun in that?
Yeah, it's not fun
and
at all.
I normally find pretty fun in pretty much anything. And
Yeah.
That sounds boring.
Yeah. So you're, I guess, less math, less numbers type stuff, or are you like? Did you
I understand math and whatnot.
No, not saying you don't understand it,
oh.
but like, are you drawn to like, oh, I wonder if I could calculate the, whatever, like, I don't know if that, I'm
Am I doing
trying to formulate a question. Like, I'm trying to, I guess you kind of already answered it. Like, you're just like, it had no value or meaning to your life of.
Yeah, just the
business and that
basic
type of
9 to
thing.
5 doesn't really just turn on to that, like,
Yeah.
big whoop type deal.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'd rather try and avoid that as much as possible.
Yeah. I guess, did you have parents pushing you into something, or they were like pretty chill with whatever, like as long as you have your shit straight? I only ask because mine were like, you cannot do videos. You have to be. I was supposed to go do a nurse.
No, they were never like that. They're pretty supportive now.
Okay.
Shout out my parents.
Shout out his parents.
Hopefully they're not seeing this. I don't know why they would, but yeah.
Okay. No, that's sweet. So I'm just gonna throw this out just to see what you say. How would you describe like your style and your humor? Like, how would you describe like the Isaach Show humor? Because I would say it's unique and like refreshing, as silly as that sounds sometimes. It's like sometimes I'm watching and like stuff will catch me off guard and it's funny.
Yeah, that's a good, I guess, off guard humor, I guess.
Yeah.
Random humor. Random.
Yeah. Was that you, I'm trying to not say like, was that you as a kid? Were you always like, but like, were you always like funny, silly like person, or you kind of were like developed into?
I guess. I feel like that's kind of, I don't know, like, that feels selfish to like say, yeah, I was the funniest kid ever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I guess I was always a clown. Like,
You
I
were
was
always like
silly.
Isaach Show, even like always, or were you you were not?
The Isaach Show is really, really over the top and everything in every way.
Oh,
if that makes
purposely
sense.
like
Yeah, because
over,
it's,
okay.
yeah, like, it's a more, it's content, you know?
Yeah.
Type deal. But overall, yeah, obviously the art reflects the artist too. Same way, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
So obviously, like, I am slightly like that in real life, I guess.
Okay. No,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I guess I asked because it's like when I saw your thing, I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm so similar to this guy as far as like being the, look at me, I'm going to put on a show for you guys. And I was always like, people would gather around, but like, no, I went to a crazy church growing up. So they'd be like, yo, tell me about church on Sunday. I was like, everybody gather around. I'm like,
wait,
look.
people actually, what? People
Yeah, so
did that?
have you ever seen the documentary Jesus Camp?
No.
No, okay. It was, so we had nicknames for different people. So we had River Dance Lady, who we would have like a worship band. We had a guy that would blow a ram's horn and like blow it. She would dance up and down the aisles and like river dance. We had people that would speak in tongues every week. They would like prophesy what's going to happen from, whatever. This guy would say it in Old English all the time.
Where did you, where?
I went up, it's called
Where?
Family Fellowship Foursquare.
I don't know where that is, man. Can I just
That's
get,
the
like,
name
a
of
city?
it was in Amherst. It's like way up by Lake Erie. Like if you're driving to Cedar Point, you got to pass through Amherst.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was nuts. So like,
That's
yeah, dude, I have insane stories from that. Like,
is crazy.
so every Monday people would gather around, and I would always like tell about church, and I'm like, oh, okay, and we had this lady, and I was always like, just, you know, whatever, and I was...
That's just crazy that people, like...
Yeah,
that's crazy. Okay.
Yeah, they would, like, lay on of hands, and people would go down.
No,
and,
I mean, like,
people...
it's crazy that people gather around and, like, be, like, interested in that. That's crazy.
Yeah. You know, I like to think I was a good storyteller, you know?
Yeah.
I like to keep them captivated.
That's cool.
But, yeah, so I was curious if you had that same, like, if you were also, like, a showman kind of growing up, or if you were just like, you know what, I'm going to make a show, and it was more like a...
I would probably, I'm going to claim no, but
Okay.
the people around me and everything would probably claim otherwise.
They were like, oh, we knew you'd have a show at some point, you know?
I don't know about that.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I feel like I'm a very unpredictable person.
Unlike Billy Backwood. We know he's...
Yeah, we do, yeah.
Oh, call back there?
Yeah, I noticed, yeah.
I appreciate that, man. Some people don't notice. Some people are just like, they don't get it.
Oh, man. Yeah, but, no, I don't know. Maybe some people did I don't know. Like, hard for me to judge.
Okay. No, that makes sense. Leave a comment if you knew he was going to be famous someday.
Famous.
Alright, so what, social freedom. Did you think you always had, because in watching your stuff, like, you go up to anybody, say crazy shit, dress like crazy shit, like, I have to get into a place in my head to be like, alright, everything's gonna be fine, like, go up to, you know, whatever, it's not gonna be weird, it could be whatever. You seem to have no, like, I don't want to say, not shame, but, like, you seem to be super confident of going up to do, you know, whatever. Were you always that way, or how did you achieve that, like... I don't give a fuck, I'll say it. I'll go do
content, man.
I gotta be
honest.
It's a good motivator.
Yeah, it depends, I guess. Like, as we, like, after, like, the first, like, I guess 5 people I'll go up to, I'm cool. Like, it's like, alright, cool. For this,
like, warm up a little bit.
Exactly. But before that, man, I'm
first
scared.
person, yeah,
I'm gonna be honest, I'm scared. There's clips that are uploaded that I'm really scared in. That, I guess I play it off that, like, I'm just gotta get through it.
Yeah, I couldn't tell. And I've always kind of tried to... I used to be like that when I was younger, like 15, 16. I was like, they're like, Nevin, go do this. I'm like, okay. And, like, you know, I feel like I lost that, and I'm trying to gain it back.
I do better when... I guess peer pressure's always been bad, I guess, you know? Like, but I feel like that's a bad, like, way to describe it, because, like, I just feel like I've always been more comfortable, I guess, if there's, like, people around that I know.
The same way, for sure.
I know I'll get the reaction, at least from them, that I want.
Yeah.
Which potentially isn't always the best thing, but also depends on the context and everything, too.
Yeah, and if they can push you, or help you to create the content as well and make it come off more natural.
They've ruined the content, too, though. They've ruined the content, too. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. By, like...
Cameraman.
Oh, cameraman.
Yeah.
Not catching it?
We've had a big problem with that. Shout out Billy.
We've had a big
Shout out
Billy.
And then messing up the content with time lapse. We had a big issue with that.
Okay.
Yeah, you would put the camera in time lapse mode, not know it, and then hit record each time with the clip, and it would be just so. Yeah.
I've done that before.
What?
It wasn't an issue.
Bro, but it was an issue, and you know it was.
Everything ended up fine, man.
No, bro. No, it didn't.
Everything was alright.
Come in and just explain why it wasn't.
It was cool, bro.
Cap.
It was all good.
Schoolio, man.
Red light.
So, what, this is a random one from the DC episode. Because I noticed in that one, and I think another one too, I don't know how to phrase this as a question, but, like, you have no problem getting soaking wet, like, for whatever. And I was like, it's like the weirdest one. But I remember watching that, like, dude, how the fuck are you doing this? I'm so uncomfortable in my house.
Ask me that?
I came almost to ask you that, dude. Because in multiple occasions, you jumped into, like, bodies of water, like, full on, like, clothes, and I was like,
it's not, it's content.
It's just for the content? Like, you could just...
It's not... As long as the iPhone is waterproof nowadays too. Like everything.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, I'm not ever worried about my phone being uncomfortably wet, but I like, dude, you're walking around all day like in wet pants. I'm looking at like, dude, that's so uncomfortable. There has to be.
Right after filming, half the time I'm changing and whatnot too.
Okay.
Yeah, but Yeah, I do get wet a lot.
It's like mad
that's a
respect. It's
weird
like,
fact.
dude, like,
That's a weird fact that you just brought up.
I hate being wet. Like, even out of the shower, I'm like, get dry this fuck as quick as possible. Like, I hate this shit. So,
I
like,
guess I don't mind it.
you don't mind it?
I guess I don't.
Yeah, I think even, because I'll see in movies sometimes, they'll get out of the shower and they put the shirt on. I'm like, oh, what are you drying off, girl? And you even did that one of your, one of the episodes, too. I think it was the,
yeah, I probably did.
That was one of them. Was like, yo, what the hell? This guy's got no
that's probably not
superpowers.
There's a clip of me completely clothed taking a shower too. I don't think that's think that's uploaded yet though.
Much respect, dude. I could never do it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know how to question. I'm just like, I just wrote it down. I was like running out of question ideas.
That's so funny.
But yeah, mad respect, man. I'll start us out. I usually get into this at some point. Spirituality, past death or past lives, death, thoughts.
I think you look at stats when you die.
Ooh.
That's not.
What?
Hopefully the person sees that.
Oh, okay.
That's so
Okay.
funny. But yeah, I do. That's why not. Too also.
Yeah. So you die, you go into like a big Excel sheet, kind of looking at it, or like
maybe. Like, you play GT Online or whatever, like all the stats there or whatever.
okay.
Like type deal, like you see like how much time you wasted doing this, it's all that type of stuff
the stats
too.
of your life.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay.
Yeah, you probably do that. Yeah.
Kind of like the iPhone every week. It's like, here's how you did last week.
Maybe,
okay.
but also like heaven and hell without a doubt too.
Okay.
Yeah.
What? So I guess were you raised like a certain religion, or did you just kind of decide you were like, you know what, it's either going to be stats or I'm going to heaven or hell?
Stats thing make it sound so dumb, man.
No, I've never heard that before. I asked everybody this, and I was
I don't
like,
see why not.
Or heaven or hell.
Yeah, I did like, I did grow up that way, but I do still think I would have still found the way without growing up that way per se.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, you just kind of like, I mean, if you smoke or if you ever done like acid or shrooms or something, I feel like you get that connection to spirituality like just from there. I don't know if you've had an experience like that, but I guess what made you kind of find it? You know you find
cool.
it.
That sounds cool. That sounds cool. But I've never.
You've never had that experience?
Never had that experience.
Shrooms, acid, ever?
No.
No. Okay. Desire to?
Nope.
Okay. Hey, no judgment. I'm just I was just curious. So. I guess what made you know that you would always find like the spiritual side? You're kind of already tapped into.
Just kind of makes sense, I guess. Overall, like with how everything exists and everything, it just overall, I guess, makes sense. Like
just the universe kind of just makes sense to you. That sounds
no.
Just when I said it, even as it came out, I was like, nah, that's not what you meant. Like, pull it back. But yeah, I guess if it just makes sense, I mean, I can see it.
Just the idea, like, and like justification, I guess, and because you could justify anything all day.
Yeah.
But I guess the justification I have and everything just makes sense to me.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah. No. Kind of, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll soul search and I'll find the answer. Okay, so pretty simple, I guess. Heaven, hell, or whatever. No, past lives, reincarnation, like limbo, anything.
No, I don't. No.
Eh?
But I guess like no, I don't necessarily even understand all those terms to be honest. Limbo.
Limbo would be, so like, I think it's more of a Catholic thing, but like if you don't go to heaven or hell, you're stuck in limbo for whatever reason. Like, I think in Catholic you have to pray your people up to heaven.
Another word for that?
Purgatory?
That's okay. That's the word I'm used to.
It might be two different things, but I'm pretty sure it's the same thing. Limbo, purgatory, something like that. Where you're not in either one, you're between.
I don't. Who am I to say? I don't. Yeah, I don't know. But personally, I believe heaven and hell.
Yeah.
One God, the Holy Spirit, Jesus, God. You know.
Absolutely. Yeah.
The Trinity. Yeah.
Okay.
Boom.
No, that's how I was raised. But my parents were like wacko with it, like super nutcase with like everything is evil, everything is whatever. And so I've been doing, I guess, more research on like, well, what the heck is like actually out there? Because my parents, the world was like this. And there was no,
ignorance is bliss with the world.
Absolutely. And I even asked my dad, he's like...
With the sad truth.
Yeah.
It's the sad truth.
And they don't want it to be different. They just, like you're saying, they're just ignorant to it and just in the bubble. So,
Yeah.
absolutely. What is the... You kind of went into a creative process? Is there anything, like, for you, or you're just kind of, like, sitting there doing something, bing, idea, put it down, act
I'll
on
write
it?
it down. By the end of the day, I'll normally know if I'll act on it, if, like, the following day type deal.
Okay. How do you know if you're going to act on it?
I'll do it.
Oh, okay,
Like,
you just find yourself like, oh, I'm doing it, shit.
No,
like,
no, I'll be like, oh, no, we're doing this tomorrow type deal.
oh, very decisive, like...
Oh, yeah, type deal. But then, like, I guess, like, if I get a better idea within the night or before I start filming that,
Yeah.
I'll do that instead type deal.
Okay.
But I have a lot of notes and a lot of different boards, as you could tell, throughout the board, or throughout the room, full of ideas that just need acted on. But depends, I guess. Sometimes I'm looking through the idea, like old ideas, and I'm like, all right, well, this is fire. Why didn't we do this?
Yeah.
Or it's a new idea, I guess.
Okay. So less of like, okay, I'm sitting down, it's idea time, I'm making it, more just kind of living and then catching them when they come.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
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 That makes sense. I'm definitely the same way. I got to transfer stuff. I'll put it in my phone. I'm supposed to put it in my notebook so I can have it one spot, and then
Well, like, write it down?
Yeah.
Really?
Because sometimes it's like...
Dude, I would have too much.
I do. I probably have like 70 notebooks just like in my house of like... I'm like, someday I'll go through if I ever get strapped for ideas. I'm like, dude, I'm not strapped for ideas. Like,
I like the iPhone because I'll look up, like, just keywords. And then, because I'll do most of, like, what, I probably have, like, I have a lot of notes, obviously, but there's, like, key different things, like, the categories that I know, if that makes sense.
oh, you purposely categorize your...
The top of it, at least.
Okay, I
Or
should
at
start
least
doing
try
that.
to.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Because mine, that's why I try to put it in the notebook, because it's like probably 1,000 of messages, and it's like, if I don't go through it, I'm going to forget. I'm a visual person, so if I'm not seeing
That makes
it,
sense.
I'm not going to remember that it's a thing. But if I ever scroll through it, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's that script I was going to write for whatever it is, and then like...
Wait,
I'll
you be
forget
scripting? You be right, dude. That's a whoa. I've been trying to get more into that. I'm not gonna say what is and what isn't because that takes out the fun of like knowing if it's scripted or not type deal. But
Oh, I haven't...
That
I've written
stuff is
scripted stuff, but not
hard.
like... It is hard.
it's
yeah.
hard to memorize. Like it's not hard to, because it's just hard to remember exactly. I guess for me at least. It's
So
not-
like for the lines or
yeah,
for like...
yeah.
Oh,
So-
like if you're acting?
yeah.
Yeah, I've done like short films and stuff like that. So
That's
at some
cool.
point...
That's something I want to kind of get into.
Yeah.
I'm getting into documentaries.
Ooh, like making a
That's
documentary?
what announced me. Yeah, kind of. They're kind of like mini documentaries.
Okay.
More on this later. Ooh.
But stay tuned.
I've been going to music sessions, like recording sessions,
Yeah.
with different artists and recording certain things out of those and everything. I'm stacking up X amount for each one, and then like it'll be like a video per artist, if that makes sense.
Okay, like them recording some B-roll, them talking about stuff.
Exactly, and then like
That's
different
cool.
songs and whatnot. Potentially
Yeah.
unreleased music and whatnot too.
Hey,
Yeah.
I like that. So like, yeah, like a mini documentary for like
Yeah.
each person or something.
Exactly. So I guess I would potentially be another category in the YouTube.
Yeah, for that the Isaac show. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. So, and I guess is that like scripting it as far as like you say, hey, say this.
Oh
thing,
no,
or, like,
I script there's some things I've scripted for my stuff. And then
I
the scripts
see.
also, the really hard trouble I have is the scripts with the movie scenes too.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
I'd be messing up the simplest lines too.
Yeah.
And I'd be messing them up and whatnot.
Yeah.
That's what I'm having trouble with.
I
remembering
see.
that stuff.
We always have somebody that's holding
I don't
the
know.
lines up.
Why would I script a documentary? That would be messed up.
I always wanted to do that. Write like a reality show, but write the whole thing and like
That'd be funny
like
as
you ever
fuck.
seen I think Real Bros of Simi Valley?
No, I never. I don't watch. I've watched SpongeBob SquarePants growing up, and that's like the
Okay.
last TV show I've like watched. Period.
Hey, that, not a bad last show.
Yeah.
Plus, if you're creating stuff more, you probably like.
I don't have time for it. Like I
Yeah.
don't even really play video games a whole lot anymore because it's just doesn't A interest me, I guess.
Yeah.
And B I don't find time for it anymore.
It's my dishwashing like thing. If I'm washing dishes, I'll like throw something on, and like I think The Real Bros was only 10 minutes. It was like
That's a good time.
yeah, it was like some comedians or something. If you know Nick Coletti off of Vine, and Getter is like a whatever, but it's like it's a scripted, like a Real Housewives type show, but it's a scripted thing. But they wrote it all, so I was like, oh man, that's a cool idea.
That is cool. That is cool. I want to redo a movie though. That's my ambitious move.
Redo, like when you say redo, what do you mean?
A whole movie.
Like shot for shot, everything like
Whole
the
movie.
same, but it's not.
Yep.
That's sweet.
With like the same, like obviously as high as production value as I could make it too.
Okay.
Like so, it would be as close to the actual product as possible too.
Interesting.
But I think I want to do I would do every single character too. Does that make sense?
That's
so it'd
dope.
be crazy masking, so it would suck. It would absolutely suck, and it would be a lot of green screen work too.
Yeah.
But that is something, like a goal I am setting by the end of the year, to at least have in the works, if not like filmed, not edited but filmed.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
That's sweet. And a lot of it is like you could do a tripod shot of just the dialogue. Half of it's just like one person in there with the background.
Exactly.
And sometimes I'm watching
I gotta find a movie where it's very limited people, I guess.
You have any picked out as contenders?
I have a really ambitious one that I won't say. That would be, I'll give the runtime.
What's it rhyme with?
No, I would give it away. But
Oh, okay.
Leonardo DiCaprio's in it, and it's like a 3.5 hour movie, I believe.
Okay. I have guesses, but I won't say. I guess there's lots of. I'm just running Leo movies now. Of what it could possibly be.
There's some good ones.
There's only two that come to my head.
What are the two?
You know which one.
Can't say, bro. Might be in the works.
Oh, okay. Okay, I gotta stop, because all I'm doing is Leo movies now. It's like, what could it be? But I also don't want to say it, and that makes me want to say it more. Okay. So, do you have a favorite episode or favorite thing that you've made, favorite video that you've made of Isaac's show?
Overall?
Was there one like, no, I love this one the most?
The taser one was pretty good.
Taser one was good?
I don't know why I did that. It was a good episode, though.
It was.
Taser one was pretty good, and then there was one after that I thought was pretty good, too. Oh, the Halloween... Well, no, that was before that. The Halloween one was really good,
Of doing the interviews and stuff?
Yeah, I like the public interviews. The DC one was fun. I think that one was before its time, personally.
The DC one?
Yeah, the DC one.
Yeah.
Because I was still in a very early stage of the entire...
Was that before Halloween, or was that after?
No, that was... I was before Halloween.
Okay.
That was the second episode overall. That was like back in like August.
Oh, you know what? I think you might be right, because when I hit play all, it did them backwards, so I had to fucking shuffle it around, and I think it got goofed up with the episodes. But yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
I guess you probably would know more than...
Yeah, it's
yeah.
I know it is.
Yeah, but that's cool. Yeah, so those were awesome, just doing them on the street. You never know what you're going to get.
Exactly. The Halloween one was fun, though, because I knew all the interactions were guaranteed to be somewhat entertainment because of the environment and everything. But I would love to redo something like that. Like, I plan on revisiting that idea.
Yeah.
Like,
do you have any, situations, or, would it just be walking down the streets or something like that? Or, do you have any, I want to go here and do it?
Going places, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, going places and whatnot, but it also just depends on the environment and I guess the week, to be honest, and the weather, I guess, too.
Yeah.
Then again,
I weather hasn't stopped you before. What are you talking about?
It would be so funny to do it in the pouring rain and getting more people to stop in the current pouring rain. That's funny to me. That is funny to me, and I did that multiple times in the DC episode where I got people just to stop what they were doing to talk to me. That's funny. It's just small things like that. That's just funny to me.
Exactly, and it's cool.
And it's harmless. It's it really is harmless at the end of the day. And sorry, I guess.
And yeah, they're over 18. They don't have to stop. They have a life.
Well, the smoothie in the library one was kind of messed up too, but also nobody said anything.
They didn't say anything until the very end.
Exactly, and
probably out of principle. She's like, "Oh, my boss is here. I gotta say something."
They were mad about the lid.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't the noise or anything.
They were mad about the lid. I'm sorry.
The lid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right, cool.
But that means I'm not gonna go out of my way to be a nuisance or anything. Like I don't do that. Like that's not fun to me.
Yeah, you weren't trying to destroy it. You were just trying to. Oh, wonder what'll happen.
Exactly. And it was a test.
Yeah.
My hypothesis was correct, and you could make a smoothie as long as you have a lid.
Yeah, just bring that lid.
Exactly. Sometimes I wonder that, and then it's just like, why not act on it and see what happens?
Yeah. And it is cool to see. I think a lot of people, if they are gunning for content and for whatever, they're gonna knock all the books off the library, do some crazy shit that's like
over the top.
it's not as funny, but
exactly.
Yeah, you found a way to be funny in a subtle way. So
exactly. That's what. Yeah, I don't try and be disrespectful in any way. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Multi-layered humor, which is cool. So.
Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of meta jokes that a lot of people I still feel like don't necessarily get on my channel.
Yeah.
I hope one day they will.
Well, I'll notice, like, even if I'm saying things to people, it's like, not that I'm like this amazing comedian, but it's like a lot of people are just they're not looking for humor, and I think I could see that you're kind of like.
Well, mine's kind of blatant that is humorous, and like if you're not gonna watch my content if you're not trying to laugh, I guess.
Yeah.
I would hope, I guess, or you just like me, which is cool, I guess too.
Yeah, either way, just watch it for the reason. Yeah. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else that we haven't. This one I wrote down. I think you've said you've never been in a fight. I'm curious, have you ever gotten in a fight since episode 3?
I said that?
Yeah, you're like, I've never been in a fight before or something like that. Episode 3.
I remember it.
I said that?
Okay, I was like, stoned? Like, what the fuck?
I somehow, like, you said it, and then I was like, bro, he did say
Man, this dude really did his research,
is the video still going?
What's up?
Video still going?
Yeah, of course.
Beautiful.
That's crazy. I said that?
Yeah.
I thought that was secret information, man.
I'm glad you caught that. I was just like, oh man, I hope I didn't like. You're like, no, dude, I fight all the time. What are you fucking?
I said I never got in a fight. Episode 3.
Yeah.
With Kimani?
Hey, you said you've
Was
never
that
been in
with
a
Kimani?
fight.
Yeah, I can just remember you being, like, funny about it. Like,
That's so
yeah,
funny.
I've never been in a fight. I can remember, like, the
Yeah.
scene
So
of,
you have been in fights?
No!
okay.
I've never been in a fight. I never did. Man, there's a lot of secret content on that I don't even know that I've
Yeah.
Great.
I was trying to watch it. I was like, what can I pick up from this that's not just the average like
Yeah, that's
whatever.
crazy. You really did your research.
I try, man.
Minus the water part.
Okay. Oh, and I guess this is I don't categorize everything. This is a random question, but would you say you're like a curious person by nature? Because some of the questions you're asking, people don't ask other people. If you could be one animal, what would it be? Or like different things, and it's like I think like that because I'm a curious person. But they're curious questions that like generate conversation and generate whatever, and it sounds like you are actually curious. What animal would that person be? Versus some people might ask a question for no reason, or some people be like, "Oh, what do I ask this person? I can't think of it." It's like, aren't you curious what they're like?
The dumber the question I feel is the better response out of that person, if that makes sense.
Kind of. Do you have
Like
examples?
it sparks a better, like a more interesting debate, I guess.
Okay.
In a quick or a better reaction, like better clip per se.
Yeah.
Like what? I guess I've never done like an interview thing with topics or anything.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Well, you kind of did with the dating one. It was kind of like you had certain questions on like, oh, what was the first? You had like some good questions, and I was like,
oh, okay, the Justin Rose one.
Yeah.
Shout out them.
Were they actually people you stopped on the street?
Married. No.
Okay.
Because
you mentioned that, I was like,
You brought him to your house.
I was like, I was surprised because I was like,
quick.
why would these people come to the house? But they were also a little bit awkward, so I was like, maybe that's like, no offense, but I was like, maybe they are total strangers.
I put them in a very weird conversation.
The girl was pissed at you, like half the questions you were asking. She was like,
cool. No, they're very nice people, and shout out them completely, and I wish them completely the best for letting me do that to them, because I took that video slightly too far at points.
It was great though, but you captured the feeling of like maybe they did just walk off the street and you grabbed him.
Yeah.
Because you're like, do you want a drink? He's like, no. But I was like, he's drinking Labatt Blue. But I was like,
yeah.
But I was like, maybe he's like, not your shit. No. I don't drink unless it's mine. And I was just like, I have so many questions about this.
No, that was one of my jokes.
Okay.
I planned that. Yeah,
Okay.
I planned that.
Yeah, it was good. So I was, so I guess you kind of set out to make an interesting question versus like, I gotta know what's your favorite condiment on hot dogs. Like
Exactly. Yeah, it's more a better reaction. Well, also, it's silly interviews, so there's silly questions.
Yeah,
too,
yeah.
I guess if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean,
I never
listened
actually
to,
did research on a single person. To be honest
sometimes
with
that's better because you get an organic. You're learning
you.
it.
I just
with
kind of
people.
knew.
Ah, okay.
I knew everyone actually. I don't think there was a new person I interviewed. To be honest with you.
Okay, so you already had kind of the framework for.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I think I'm almost out of questions. Is there anything that we didn't cover that we gotta know?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay. That's all right. I got two more.
Okay.
One, when did you know Twisted Tea is it? Like, when did you know, oh my gosh,
I feel
this
like
is it?
When was the last time I drank in a video? It's been a minute, hasn't it? It probably
Maybe it
hasn't,
seems
though.
like it's more recent for me because I think the last time was you had the keg of the Twisted Tea, and I was like,
That was the last video you saw?
well, that was the last one I watched. I said, it reverse ordered
okay.
for me, and so
That was
I
season 1.
Season 1, I think it was the finale or something
Yeah, that
like
was
that.
the finale, yeah.
But I was like, this.
Twisted Tea, why aren't you answering my DMs on Twitter? Where's the sponsorship? That's all I can say. That's all I can say about
We're not drinking. He's not drinking another sip until we get that sponsorship.
I'm getting water and only water until I get that sponsorship.
So I guess were you a big Lipton or it's not Lipton? Who makes it?
I like
Risk?
Hennessy and Coke for the longest time, to be honest with you.
Thus the Hennessy Heartbreaks mixtape, whatever.
Yes, yeah. Ooh.
I'm trying to connect the dots for everybody out at home.
But that was like weird in my opinion to like constantly. I chugged some of that on camera actually. I did do that at one point. That is disgusting. I hate doing that. It is disgusting. But it was just easier to crack open cans on set than just constantly.
But not beer. Twisted Tea. That was where I was
Beer's
curious.
nasty.
I'm with you, and it gets me like full, like gas.
Yeah, but
burping
Twisted
and shit.
Teas, I don't really like Twisted Teas. I mean, Twisted Tea, where's the sponsorship? Where's the sponsorship?
Okay. All right. Well, Twisted Tea, just sponsor the Isaac Show.
Where is it? At least
Where
a
is
care
it?
package.
So I guess the last one on my sheet, and we could, if anything else comes up, we can. But when, and I guess fashion. I'm just gonna dive in fashion because you have a unique way of kind of like dressing yourself from whether it's a vest like the outside vest to like the scarf on the head. Like you got a unique style of fashion. Like have you always been that way? Or?
Babushka or something like that.
Babushka, yeah.
Well, I don't have it tied correctly or whatever, but
Yeah.
well, I'm technically using headgear or whatever. I don't know the terms. Fashion's cool because you can like express yourself through it and whatnot. I guess that's like kind of a lame way to say though, and I feel like that's what everyone says. I just wear what I think is cool.
Yeah.
And
you kind of always like dress in like a unique way or like expressing yourself.
It took me a minute. It really did because I was scared. To be honest.
Okay.
I was honestly weirdly scared, but also I didn't have the cool stuff yet too. It wasn't until after high school where I started investing and whatnot in the actual clothing and whatnot. Now I've invested too much, but yeah, it's just an easy way. Like I just wear what I want and it's cool, I guess.
Yeah.
The headgear is cool to me currently though because it's just. Some places you need a mask or whatnot, so it's like, oh man. So then you just turn around real quick, put a head mask, boom, bada boom. What are you gonna say?
Yeah, exactly. There it goes. Come on.
Exactly.
Okay, so it kind of like I guess you always had your eye on. I wish I could be dressing or wearing something like this, but then finally got the means, got the.
It wasn't until like senior year of high school where I like actually like kind of like found I guess a love or like a passion for like the idea of like these brands are cool and like some of this stuff is really cool. I'm aware of it.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. I was in school uniforms from second grade.
I known you were gonna bring up that question. I would have wore a better outfit.
No, this is cool, man. You got I think it's only from like the whatever up, so we get to see everything else.
You don't even see my legs.
Yeah, so those are like the coolest pants, dude. I wish you could describe those pants for everybody at home.
Blue. I hope they can see them.
Yeah, I forget how the framing looked on the video,
That's
but
so funny.
They're great pants if you haven't seen them. Cool, man. Any shout outs? Anything else we want the world to know? about the famous Isaac?
More is to come. Obviously, I feel like everyone you've ever interviewed's always probably said that, but obviously, like what is today?
Tuesday.
That's crazy. So gonna be a video out Friday or whatever.
Are you Tuesday, Fridays, or what are your drop days?
I don't really have actual time slots.
Oh,
but
it's
I do.
just.
Well, I did. Okay, it was every Thursday, and that was working for me. But now that I'm doing 2, I would have had a video out yesterday, which would have been Monday, and it would have been Thursday. But now because I missed that, it's Tuesday, Friday, I believe.
Okay.
It's just I try to make it just middle of the week at this point.
Okay, so just like by Wednesday or something, or by Thursday?
Yeah, a video without a doubt by Wednesday, and then a video without a doubt by Saturday type deal. I guess that's a good way to put it, I guess.
Yeah, I was curious when, like, does your week open and close with just Sunday to Saturday, or is it Monday to whatever?
I don't think I would ever post on Sunday, to be honest. Unless I knew it was something crazy and I just recorded it, I was like, this needs to get out now.
Right.
But then you'd probably still get the 2 other videos that week, so it would be a bonus video type deal.
Okay, and I guess, you said it was, Wednesday, Saturday or something was, like, kind of, or by Saturday, Wednesday, by
by Wednesday and then by Saturday, 2 videos a week.
Yeah, okay. So, I guess it's interesting, no set schedule, but just guaranteed to come out. What can we look forward to Isaac's show coming up next couple weeks? Because you said you got a couple different playlists, couple different things, like...
movie scene.
Movie scene?
Another movie scene. Probably another 2, to be honest, within the couple... Well, when does this drop?
This is going to be mid-March.
What the I have no idea.
We got Lord Ola coming up next week.
That's crazy.
We got Doof Dumb coming up the week after that, so you got 3 weeks from now I'll be dropping.
Alright, so I'll probably have crazy amount. I don't know.
Go look up everything you missed from right now to when this drops.
I didn't know that. I could have. American Psycho will probably be out by then.
Okay.
Hopefully one of those document. I would have talked more about those documentaries. I didn't know.
Oh, I mean, we can if you want to explain a little bit.
Well, I'll just say hopefully one's out by the time they're listening to this or watching it at this point.
Do you know who might be first? Any names you want to drop?
AK-90 or AK. Yeah, just AK.
Just AK? Okay.
Yeah, Keto, AK.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Name's familiar.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
He'll probably be the first one. Trying to think. Hopefully my life's even better by then, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Absolutely. We're going to have the best life and getting better in the next couple of weeks. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I hope, to be honest with you. A lot of cool things are happening in my life, and a lot of cool things are happening and producing. So hopefully everything works out.
Hell yeah. So we got some movie clips. We got some documentaries. I guess anything else that you know for a fact, like you're excited for it to come out, or not really going to keep it a mystery?
Like I said, it's normally I don't necessarily plan videos out. I just
Yeah.
So I'll probably have a movie trailer. I won't say what movie, but a remake of a movie trailer out by then too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Exciting. Well, sweet. It's a wrap.
All right, lit.